Okay. Rabbi again, Alav Shalom says, when Hashem wanted to split the sea for the Jewish people, how did he do it? He didn't do it himself. He used Moshe. He said to Moshe, Rabbeinu, lift your staff, extend your arm over the sea and split it. And he says, as if to say, Moshe, you don't need my help, you yourself can split the sea. So here Hashem taught that the Torah scholars, exemplified by Moshe, that they have the power to change the forces of the nature of the world. A tzaddik rules through the Yirat Shamayim that he has, the pasuk says in Shmuel Bet, that through his fear of God, he can change the laws of nature. He can bring people, the rabbis in the Gemara were able to do Tehiyat HaMetim, bring people back from the dead. They're able to give blessings and change, reverse the order of nature. So the Gemara says that Pinchas ben Yair was traveling to go redeem some captive Jews. And there was a Jew carrying wheat for Pesach, traveling with him. And an Arab merchant also joined them. All these three people were going on the same journey, the same path. So on the way, they were bumped into a river. The river was blocking them from continuing, Ginai River. So Pinchas ben Yair, he said to the river, and an angel in charge of it, the Gemara says, he said, split for me, Ginai, so I can cross you. So the Ginai said, both you and I are going to do the will of Hashem. You may or may not accomplish your mission, but I for sure will accomplish my mission. I cannot stop my mitzvah because of you. Meaning the Ginai River says, Hashem commanded me to flow this way. You're telling me I should stop flowing for you to go do your mitzvah. What if you don't do your mitzvah? So I stop my mitzvah for nothing. So rather I stay vadai, I'll stay for sure, and I don't want to take your chances. I'd rather not stop for you. Pinchas ben Yair said, if you don't split, I will decree that no water will pass through you. Meaning you're going to cease to exist. So then right away, the Ginai river split. Pinchas crossed. And the Jew was left behind. So he said, Pinchas said to the river, split for him also. So he stopped the flow, second time. And then the Arab merchant got upset. He said, what about me, the Ishmael? So then he said, split for him also. He made the Ginai River split 3 times for each person. So you see the koach that they had. And the Gemara says in Masechet Avodah Zarah, the King Antoninus, the Roman King Antoninus, built a tunnel from his house to Rabbi Yehuda Nassi's house, underground, so he could visit him secretly. Every time Antoninus visited, he brought 2 slaves with him. And who were these slaves? Usually he took traitors, people who went against him, and they helped other countries, and they caught them and they made them his slaves. So they were supposed to get capital punishment. They were supposed to die, but he decided to keep them alive, to let them be his slaves for a while. So what happened? Each time he would go with them to Rabbi's house through the tunnel, he would kill them because he wouldn't want them to know where he's going. So therefore, he killed one outside of Yehuda's door and the other one outside his own door. So as a further precaution, Antoninus told Rabbi Yehuda, when I come, don't let anybody know I'm here. Don't let anybody else in the room. I don't want anybody to know I'm visiting you. So one day, Antoninus came and found Rabbi Chanina Bar Chama sitting there. He comes in the tunnel. He kills his own guys. He comes in the door. He sees Rabbi and another rabbi. He says, Rabbi Chanina Bar Chama. And Rabbi Antoninus gets all upset. He says, listen, Rabbi, I told you, you're not allowed to have any other people here. This is a problem now. Now this is a story. So he said, then Rabbi Yehuda right away what he said, no, don't worry, Nipiri Shivai. He's not a human being. He said, what? He says, he's an angel. He says, no, I don't believe you. Antoninus then said to Rabbi Chanina, if you're an angel, so go outside. Tell the person who's sleeping outside to come inside. Meaning, who's sleeping outside? He's the guy he just killed. So he said, go bring him, tell him to come inside if you're an angel. Let's go see what you can do. So Rabbi Chanina went, he found the slave is dead. So he said to himself, Rabbi Chanina said, should I tell him the slave is dead? So then, I'm not only going to give this bad news, so why should I ignore the king? He's the king. So what did he do? Rabbi Chanina started praying. He started praying that this guy should come back to life. He came back to life, and he walked in with the slave. So then he comes to Rabbi Chanina with another guy inside. Antoninus told Rabbi Yehuda, he says, I know that the smallest amongst you now can bring back the dead to life. Nevertheless, still, from now on, don't let this happen again. Meaning, he knew that he wasn't an angel. He knew he was another student. But he said, let's go see, let it go, wake up the guy. and he saw that he brought back the guy to life. He says, unbelievable. The smallest of the rabbis can bring people back to life. But still, next time, let's not have this again. I don't want this to happen again. So you see, the Gemara says that the rabbis were unbelievable. They were able to have power over the nature. The Gemara says, Rabbi Zera wanted to know if the fires of Gehenom would have power over him. So every 30 days, he would heat the oven, make a big fire, and put himself in the fire to see if he's fireproof, to see if it would burn him. The Gemara says that he would say, if I have sins, so then they would burn me. If I don't have sins, so they're not going to burn me. So you see, he was a person. People have special powers that they can go into ice water and swim and sit in there, for half an hour, whatever it is. So he had the opposite. He was able to go in a fire and not get burned. Why? Because of the power and the gadlut, the holiness that they used to have. But the point is that all these situations, we see the Gemara talk about this. Why is the Gemara telling us all these stories? To teach us that, look at the power of the Torah, and look how the world was created from the Torah. Hashem looked in the Torah, created the world. And now these people who have the Torah inside of them, they also can change the world. We have a big obligation to make ourselves also full of Torah and attach ourselves to people like this. Baruch Nayon.